everyone. I'm Michael Liu, a finance lawyer from law firm Dentons in China. I feel very honored to be here to communicate with so many experts. In China, we call fintech internet finance. As you know, China's internet finance has developed very fast in the past decade. So this time, I want to give you introduction of China internet finance. We both have lessons and success and failures, so I think that will be useful. In the river of development of humor, we have experienced 6 information revolutions. Language makes information can be transferred quickly. Paper makes information can be preserved and written. Printing makes information can be copied. Radio makes information can be transferred in a large scale. Then, television makes information can be transferred not only in the form of sound, but also in the form of picture. At last, internet makes information can be transferred very quickly in a large scale in the form of sound and pictures. And also, we can communicate information with each other, not just receive the information passively. This picture shows the depth and the speed of the combination of the internet and other industries. We can see that finance is remodeling industry. The depth and the speed is very high. Why? I think it is because internet and finance have the same characteristic of flow, essentially. Internet represents information flow, and finance represents the cash flow. So they can be merged deeply. I think internet finance have 4 characteristics: scientific, innovative, inclusive, and shared. First, scientific. Internet finance is the result of cloud computing, big data, and artificial intelligence. Innovative. Internet finance is a kind of a revolution. Inclusive. Internet finance helps poor people can get finance at a lower cost. And last, shared. Internet finance can meet different parts' demands and achieve win-win cooperation. Next, I want to show you the regulatory framework of internet finance in China. The regulation on promoting healthy development of internet finance was released on July the 18th, 2015. This is the most important rule in China, and it established the regulatory framework of internet finance. And this picture combines the main contents of the regulation. We can see there are 2 circles. One circle is traditional financial institutions, such as bank, insurance company. The other circle stands for internet enterprise. So what is internet finance? According to Chinese government, they think internet finance are 2 entities use 2 information to achieve 4 functions. 2 entities is traditional financial institution and internet enterprise. 2 technology is information communication technology and internet technology. 4 functions are payment, finance, investment, and information intermediary. I give a lot of lectures in China. I always compare the regulatory framework to 4 adults with 7 children. What 4 adults? There are 4 different regulatory organs in China. One is the People's Bank of China. The 2 is China Banking Regulatory Commission. The 3rd is China Insurance Regulatory Commission. The last is China Securities Regulatory Commission. They supervise different areas of internet finance. People's Bank of China supervises internet payment. China Banking Regulatory Commission supervises P2P, Internet Trust, and Internet Consumer Finance. China Insurance Regulatory Commission supervises equity-based crowdfunding and Internet fund. Last, China Insurance Regulatory Commission supervises Internet insurance. So let me give brief introduction of each 7 children, that is 7 areas of Internet finance. First, Internet payment. Internet payment is a service online which gives payment order and transfers money through computer, mobile phone, or other devices. Internet payment. Internet payment can be divided in 2 kinds. One is bank internet payment, and the other is payment institution internet payment. And cell phone wallet is very special, I think. It is a kind of internet payment. Cell phone wallet have NFC function. NFC means near field communication. My cell phone has this function. In Beijing, I can swipe the cell phone to get on the bus and get into the subway. So it's very, very convenient. The other is payment institution provides money transfer services online with permission of People's Bank of China. There are a lot of famous institutions such as Alipay. Then P2P. P2P means peer-to-peer. P2P platform is an intermediary agent of debit and credit sites. Paidai and Credit Ease are the most influential platform in China. Paidai is pure information intermediary. It don't take part in the credit or debit, and it don't give guarantee. If the borrower breach, the investor will take the risk. But Credit Ease is totally different. I summarized 7 steps of Credit Ease. First, original creditor uses his own money to create creditor's rights. On the left is borrower, on the right is investor. Second, the borrower will give fees to Credit Ease, means give the P2P company. Third, investors buy creditors' rights with different terms and sums. Fourth, borrower will repay capital and interest. That's the ideal condition. If borrower breach, original creditor will buy back rights from investors. The P2P company will use the risk reserve capital to pay the investors. And last, the original creditor will sue the borrower to get back money. What is original creditor? Maybe you have this question. Original creditor is usually the shareholder or the legal representative of the P2P company. Internet trust. According to regulation on trust in China, only qualified investor who invest more than 1 million yuan can take part in the trust scheme. We may have a question. Can the investors only spend 100 RMB, 100 yuan buying trust? It is prohibited, in fact. But a lot of internet enterprises cooperate with financial institutions. They want to achieve the goal, how to operate. This picture shows investors entrust wealth management enterprise to buy trust from trust company. We can see wealth management enterprise is qualified, he looks like qualified investor because he will spend more than 1 million yuan. But the investor only spent maybe 100 yuan. So it's kind of evading the regulation. It is controversial, but it exists. Then let me introduce internet consumer finance. In narrow sense, it is a petty and decentralized service online provided by a consumer finance company, which doesn't absorb public deposits with the permission of China Banking Regulatory Commission. In a broad sense, in order to achieve consumer demands or personal or family, the consumer finance company lends money or provides delay payment service with technologies of internet and information communication. Crowdfunding. We can classify crowdfunding to 4 different kinds. Donation-based crowdfunding. People give money to enterprise or organization they want to support. For example, the company Tencent use this kind of crowdfunding to raise money for the people in earthquake disaster area. Second, rewards-based crowdfunding. People give money in return for a reward, a service, or product. I use this kind of crowdfunding to publish my book. I raise money from the investor online. They give money in advance. After my book publishing, I will give them book with my signature and thanks letter. The third, loan-based crowdfunding. Consumers lend money in return for interest and capital. It is very similar to P2P. The last, equity-based crowdfunding. Investors can buy petty stock rights in public. And now, we China have no valid rules for equity-based crowdfunding. Internet funds. When we talk about internet funds, I want to mention Yuebao. Yuebao, a money market fund, is an investment service jointly offered by Alipay and the Tianhong Fund. Alipay users can subscribe this fund online. Yuebao have many advantages. One is lower requirements. You can buy the internet fund use only 1 cent. High earnings. It can offer an annual yield of 6% at the very beginning. Combines investment with consumption. You can use Yuebao to shopping, to buy goods. Speedy redemption. You can get back your money after your application within 2 hours. So it's very, very fast. The higher earning, the speedy redemption makes Yuebao the largest internet fund in China. Internet insurance. Insurance company provides insurance services and insurance agreements through its own or third-party internet platform. There are 3 different modes. The first, traditional insurance companies have more internet elements. The second, companies with the licenses of insurance broker or insurance agent are transferring the business from offline to online. The third, new internet insurance company without physical stores, such as Zhong'an online insurance company. This is the first online insurance company in China. Although we China developed very fast in internet finance, but we also face a lot of problems. Yizhubao is very famous and a very important issue. Yizhubao is a famous internet platform in China, which took only 2 years to obtain the extremely large scale of more than 4,900,000 investors and 73 billion asset size. What an amazing development speed. But because of its illegal operation, the police began to investigate it. From the beginning of investigation to the collapse of the company, it took just only 30 hours. Until now, lots of investors can't get their money back. I heard that some old people rush to the company and take off the television. They want to get some money back. In order to protect investors' rights, a meeting with many Chinese organs was held recently. So government emphasized investors' rights. Internet finance has many common legal issues, such as identity authentication, burden of proof, protection of rights and interests, system safety, notification, illegal fundraising, and so on. But the time is limited. I have not enough time to introduce them in brief. But it doesn't matter. If you are interested in them, you can read in my book. This time, I bought my book draft from China, and I will give it to Professor Dean as a gift. It's my little contribution to the friendship between Korea and China. That's all. Thank you for your listening and your invitation. Thank you.